Well, hello everybody. Jason up, New Age Revolution Cave. How's everybody doing? Been a couple days since I made a video. That's because I got nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. And the views have been dropping on the last few videos dramatically. From like, 500-600 views to 250 views, and that's just because I'm not producing good content. So here we sit. What did we do recently? I don't know. We did. We got some Horde stuff. We got some Comic-Con videos. That's all I got, guys. I would like to, we can't, the collection, the additions to the collection, they come when they come. So it's like, I don't have anything right now. The last thing we got was, we did the blind box from Bow Nose Collectibles, right? That's bownoseco.com, nose with a Z. We did their blind box. We got Stridor. That was cool. That's about it. That's all I've gotten lately. I got Night Stalker without a tail, but it's coming. Night Stalker's tail's coming. We haven't added any new He-Man figure. We got Grizzlor. We did add him. We got Grizzlor. We set up the Horde area, and that's about it. Because the new stuff will roll in as it rolls in. I mean, I usually spend $20-25 a week on eBay stuff, and right now I've got 3 things coming. I think I unveiled the WWE Superstar figure that I got for $21. That was an absolute steal. Andre the Giant, so he'll be coming in the mail. We've got a Origins boxed vehicle coming in the mail, and there's only like 4 more Origin vehicles that I need, and they're not even vehicles. It's Tila and Zor box set. It's Skeletor and Skeletor comes with an animal, and I can't remember which one. I think it's their evil bird. Like Tila comes with her bird, and I can't remember what it's called. So that's there's the Road Ripper, which is the Ground Ripper according to the Origins, and then there's Mechanic and his vehicle, and then there's Night Stalker, the Origins Night Stalker. So there's 5 more vehicles that I need, Origins vehicles. Now we're down to 4 because we've got one of those coming. We have the most insane eBay steal to celebrate with you right now. This was in my watch list. I'm gonna disclose it. I'm not even gonna surprise you when it comes in. I have to disclose this. I feel really bad for the seller, but then I don't, because I look at how it was listed. This I was watching last week. It's a vintage He-Man vehicle, and I was watching it last week, and it ended with no bids. It was a beautiful auction. We love those auctions. We don't like to sell as auctions. We like to buy as auctions. I was watching it. It ended last week with no bids at $9.99. Unfortunately, it's like $13 shipping, but that is warranted when you find out what it is. So it popped up in my you didn't win list with no bids. And I panicked because I panicked until I saw view relisted item. We're not letting it escape this time. View relisted item. I clicked on it, same price, $9.99, no bids, no watchers. I put a $21 bid on it, even though the opening bid was $9.99. So I have to wait. Oh, wait, I just got distracted. I was reading a text. So I'm winning it at $9.99. I'm going to bid up to $21 on it. It was 5-day auction, and it ended 3 hours ago, and I won it for $9.99. What I won was an actual vintage Spydor in the box. When you look at sold items, that's a $75 to $125 item. Sold listings. Boxed Spydor with box, obviously. It's not sealed, but a boxed Spydor I won for $9.99. Yeah, $9.99. It is so I first messaged the guy 2 weeks ago when I was watching it because it said, does not come with any of its weapons. And I was like, well, what do you mean? There's legs, there's the eyeballs, there's the stupid antenna or pinchers, and then there's, I think, 2 guns. And he said, oh, sorry, it doesn't come with its antenna. It comes with its legs. So I don't think this guy really knows what he's necessarily talking about because he doesn't sell toys. Okay, so he says it comes with its legs, so that's good. And the guns could be misconstrued as antenna, I suppose. And obviously the pinchers, could be confused, or it could be antenna also. So it's either missing 2 guns, I assume, or the on the Spydor. Just check it out for yourself, the thingies. But the box, so as we're collecting Origins boxes, we now have a vintage Castle Grayskull box to go along with the Origins Castle Grayskull box. And now we have a boxed Spydor for $9.99, folks. A complete Spydor without the box is selling for $60. So that was a steal and a half. Quite excited about that. If I was in the flipping mood, we'd be making $80 or so for that. But I'm not. That's coming home, and it's gonna sit proudly. Now, it was listed very poorly. It was written as master of the universe without an E. So Master of the Universe. It did have Spydor spelled correctly, but it was Master, all lowercase, Master of the Universe Spydor. All right. It did come up in the Spydor listing. So the Master of the Universe part really didn't matter because when you typed in Spydor, it came up. Because when I originally found it, I typed in MOTU Spydor and it came up. I refuse to say MOTU. I'm sorry. I just don't say MOTU. I don't say it. So I got it for $9.99. $21 total. It is hopefully on its way. So I was a little worried about the Andre figure coming because the guy wrote it up as super rare. And then I won it for $21. And I didn't hear from him for a few days. And I asked him if it was shipping, and he said yes. And then he printed a label and still didn't ship it for 4 days. But it's on its way. So we'll have to, I will be very happy when Spy Door ships. So we'll get that. So that's cool. But other than that, I've got, and I say this all the time, and you know, look, if you're just viewing the channel and you don't have a channel, then it's hard to relate. If you do have a channel, then maybe you could relate that it's like, you know, I don't have a lot of stuff to talk about, right? And yeah, it would be great to return to the Nup All Nights, and yeah, it'd be great to, I have a Wrestling with the Past ready to go. It's fired up, it's ready to go. But, you know, I would love to have topics again. I would love to talk about, more Haiti. And I might just have to repeat. Like, there's enough new subscribers, and it's been enough years to talk about Halloween memories of the 80s. I talked about Halloween memories probably 5 years ago, and I might have talked about it 3 years ago. But we might have to talk about it again, because guess what? There's always going to be something new to say. So I want to do more talking videos where we just Haiti you remember sort of stuff. But yeah, I haven't. So a few fun items coming in the mail. And when we finish Masters of the Universe, which shouldn't be that long, there's a couple of expensive vintage vehicles that I will need. Spy Door, I was counting as one of them. So that's hopefully checked off the list. Then we're gonna move on to G.I. Joe, and we're gonna do the same thing. And eventually this room will be surrounded in toys, as it is starting to look good now, right? So that's starting to come together. There's a few blank spaces, but it's starting to come together, just like the backdrop has. Wow, this tripod is really not good. Okay. Oh, right, okay. So that's that. Everybody's good. The kids are good. Life is fine. Life be lifin'. Life be lifin'. That's it. Last night I started watching a movie on Prime called Turn Back or Go Back. I think it's Turn Back. It's an indie horror. And it's about a couple that try to take a shortcut on a road trip, and the road never ends and weird stuff happens. I like it. I got tired and I turned it off. It's got like 53 minutes left. I only watched a half hour of it, but it's cool. I like simple movies like that. So I will watch the rest of Turn Back or Turn Around tonight. And then we've got other horror movies to watch this month. But again, I don't know if you're interested in that stuff. I don't know if you want me to come down here and dedicate a whole show to Turn Around or Turn Back. It's so important I can't even remember the title. I don't know if you want me to come down here and do that for 10, 12, 15 minutes. I'm not sure. Those videos usually get pretty poor views. So I don't know, man. Throw some suggestions down below, as they say. What do you want to talk about? Let's do topics. Let's do a bunch of Haiti remembers, right? What do you want to listen to the master of the 80s discuss with you? What of my memories do you want to hear about? And even if it's been topics we've covered before, you know, if you want to talk about elementary school, let's do it. You want to talk about Halloween, we got to talk about Halloween anyway. I don't really have much to say about Thanksgiving. Obviously, we've talked about Christmas to death. Perry from the cassette phase, folks. I was talking to Perry on text the other day, and I just wanted to tell him how much I enjoy his content. In fact, I told him, you get it. And if anybody gets the vibe, the flow of talking about the 80s, he has also said, tried to describe the feeling. And this channel started by talking about there was just that feeling, and I could never articulate the feeling. And Perry often mentions the feeling on his channel also. He's stuck at 600 subscribers, folks, and that's criminal. Our friend I Had That blew up. He was telling me about 2 months ago that he was nearing the 1,000 subscriber mark. I think he was like 900. Well, now he has 1,250, I think. And I think he did I think he did a little video where he met up with Froggy Flips. This is a guy who does a lot of toys. He's got a big channel, and I hope that brought. I Had That has burst on the scene hardcore. He is now over the 1,000 mark. He can make some money from doing this. But Perry, the cassette phase, folks, the cassette phase, PHASE. I know that most of you are subscribed to him, but if you're not and you like what I do here, go subscribe now to the cassette phase. Just do it. Perry still has that drive to sit around and talk about Halloween, and Perry can talk about soda cans, and Perry can talk about just all sorts of stuff that I've talked about, and I've kind of like run out of things to say. But Perry is just taking the baton, and he's going crazy, and I love watching his stuff, and it gives me ideas for mine too. I think he was going to do a whole show on Kool-Aid, right? I don't want to take his ideas. Go watch his Kool-Aid show. It's going to be outstanding. But I thought about for a while, I've wanted to make some old school Kool-Aid and just give it the old taste test and maybe make 3 or 4 flavors and see which one we like best and drink it out of the Tupperware container, right? We might do that. But anyway, go to the cassette phase if you're not subscribed already. So many of you are. Go to the cassette phase and let's get that boy closer to 1,000. 600 subscribers for the cassette phase is wrong. It's not right. It's not good. It's not savory. Go to Perry's channel, go to the cassette phase, load him up with some subscribers. Let's all cross that 1,000 subscriber threshold, folks. It just feels good, right? We ain't getting rich off this stuff. Come on. We're not Blippy, We're not making money off this stuff. But it still gives you a little. You feel good when when you make $32 a month off the YouTube. You feel good. All right, that is all. That was nothing. That was uneventful. But that's where I'm at today. I'm uneventful. We'll see you next time. Good night now.